Hello everyone and welcome to the last final, or not to the last final, sorry, to the final, to the last game of the Terminus Champions League. As you can see, I am bringing a new layout. This is because no matter what the result, the Blackthorn Nidoqueens are going to evolve into the Chelsea dress for next season and for every league we go on moving forward. I had the Chelsea dress, the Blackthorn Nidoqueens, and the DF Drifloons in 3 different leagues, but as of today and from now on, the Chelsea dress will be the only brand and team for the Tablemon channel. Okay, so I already faced off against Renny-T in week 5, I believe it was. I beat him pretty handily, and I do agree with his commentary that I brought a team really weak to Manaphy, but I didn't let him exploit the Manaphy, and now he made 2 switches to his team from then. I made only 1 in terms of Pokemon, but I do have quite a very different variety of sets. So I do like my team matchup. I really do. And as you can see from the nicknames of my Pokemon, they're all nicknamed after Tablemon, I guess. Tableon, Tablerus, Tabios, Tipser, Tablegon, and Pablo Momola. Okay? So, my strategy going into this game, I want to lead Landorus in order to bluff that I'm the usual defensive set that he probably expects, and to set up my stealth rocks, because due to the damage calculations I did, I really need some residual damage, especially on that Metagross, to not like lose to it. So yeah, he does lead with Aerodactyl, which I definitely thought he would. I will not outspeed the Aerodactyl, so if he has Taunt, he has Taunt. But I'm gonna try and set up my Stealth Rocks. Because he knows I am defensive, I don't think he will want to stay in. I don't know if he carries Ice Fang. I don't think he had it last time around. And last time around, he also brought like a Rain Dance, Scald, Substitute, probably Calm Mind, Manaphy set. So I do set up my Stealth Rocks. Unfortunately, the switch right now is going to kind of show that I am choice carved, because I'm not going to U-turn out, which would be like what you would expect. But my Pablo Momola is a pretty solid answer to his Poliwrath. He does Scald me, he does get the turn 1 burn, which is unfortunate, but I think I can click Toxic here pretty freely. If he has Rain Dance on Manaphy, he has Rain Dance on Manaphy, but it's not really a big deal to me. I have a lot of answers to the Manaphy, I believe. My Latios should be able to deal with it. My Druddigon is Assault Vested, so I should, unless he's like really invested into HP and things, my Draco Meteor will really dent it and he won't be able to do too much. He brings in Tangrowth and I actually miss the Toxic, so right off the bat, turn 2 and 3. Right off the bat, the immediate burn, and then my Toxic miss. Really bad start for me, for sure. I think my safest play here is to go into Umbreon. But yeah, like the burn, and then okay, he uses Hidden Power, so that's obviously going to be Hidden Power Fire. That's something I should take note of. Scissor would have been a decent switch in, expecting the knockoff, and at this point I don't think anything wants to switch into my foul play besides maybe the Poliwrath. But I'm gonna go for a heal build right now. He's probably going to knock off. No, wow, he goes for an Infestation. Okay, so now I'm trapped, and that's not good. That is definitely not good. Have we seen... Okay, I haven't seen his item. He might be Assault Vest, but he could also be the item that locks me for 5 straight turns. So I'm gonna click Foul Play, deal some decent damage. He knocks off my leftovers, which is fine by me. I am still like locked inside, but it's not really a big deal. Maybe he was predicting a switch on my end. But I'm going to Wish here to play it a bit safe. I do have Protect with my Wish, so I should be fine. He's revealing his full set, or rather Hidden Power, Infestation, and Knockoff. So his last move is probably a Grass type move, but he's not putting a ton of offensive pressure, honestly. If I had gotten the Toxic on the Tangrowth, I would be in such an amazing position. But that miss might actually even cost me. I do get my Wish here. The infestation does end. So I don't know, I think I'm pretty free to go into my Alomomola once again. He could use Calls once again. I could bring in my Druddigon. I really could bring in my Druddigon and start Dragon Tailing away stuff, which is actually what I'm gonna go do. He uses Spherical Throw, so he gets hurt by my whatever it is, by my Rough Skin. Okay, now let me just check here. My Latios came in for pretty much free. His Poliwrath is definitely defensive, but Draco Meteor does a minimum of 90%. So there's one problem though here. There is one problem. Shadow Ball is not going to do it KO. But if I KO the Poliwrath, then he can bring Metagross in and revenge kill my Latios, which I definitely wouldn't want him to do. I could also click Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt will not be a 2-hit KO if he's max HP, or rather it has a chance to KO, but it would need a really big roll. So I think, do I click Draco Meteor? Or last time around, there's mind games here, because last time around he brought in the Metagross, I had clicked Shadow Ball. I mean, Poliwrath can't really do too much to me, can it? So I'm gonna go for the Shadow Ball. He does switch out into the Tangrowth. I only deal 25%, which is unfortunate, I guess. But means my Umbreon can come in for free once again. If I had clicked Draco Meteor onto an Assault Vest Tangrowth, I would have dealt almost 90%. Well, actually, he's super heavily invested into special defense and I probably got a minimum damage roll. Wow, yeah, I actually got a minimum damage roll if his max special defense Assault Vested, which it seems like he is. So Tangrowth is going to be annoying to deal with, for sure. He goes for an Infestation. That is fine. I'm going to Wish here. Infestation is a pretty nice move on his end though. It's definitely a pretty nice move on his end. If I had gone for the Draco Meteor, I would have dealt 62%. So I would have been able to KO him. To hit KO him rather. But I would have risked the miss. Man, if that Tangrowth was poisoned, it would not be an issue. It 100% would not be an issue. But no, I had to miss, of course. I had to absolutely miss. Okay, he goes out into Poliwrath once again. I am trapped, but I can safely... Oh wow, I'm no longer trapped actually. So I'm going to Protect against his Spherical Throw to get my Umbreon back into full health. I think that's my best play. And I mean, he has a really good core between Poliwrath and Tangrowth. But I'm not too scared of it. Now, how much would my foul play do to a Poliwrath? Let me just check. He is defensive. He's not a he's 0 attack IV. So Umbreon, okay, it only does 10%, so it's really not worth it. I'd rather him take some damage. If he circle throws again, he circle throws again. He actually misses the circle throws, so I am free to click Toxic once again. If I poison his Poliwrath, I'm expecting him to be the Rest Sleep Talk set, which he did bring to the semifinals. If I manage to hit the Toxic onto the Tangrowth, that would be amazing if he decides to switch that in. There's no point in me clicking Scald because Poliwrath will most definitely be a Water Absorb. And yeah, it's been a pretty slow-paced battle, honestly, for now. It's really been super slow-paced. Okay. Now, he brings in Manaphy. He could Ice Beam. He's Toxic. So, he might want to set up... the Rain right now. So I'm just gonna directly switch into Latios. If he scalds, he scalds. He actually uses Rain Dance, so he is Hydration. He cures himself of the Toxic. But, okay, he's at 94%. Assuming he's the specially, or rather he's the bulky Manaphy. My Draco Meteor still does a ton of damage. I could also click Thunderbolt, potentially. I could also try and trick the Choice Specs onto him, but I'm gonna click Draco Meteor. I don't think he has too many safe switch-ins. He does have Metagross. That could be an issue for sure. Metagross could be an issue. It does bring in Metagross. Wow, it's really predicting me. And that is 100% Assault Vest. That is 100% Assault Vest. Damn it. He's predicting me at every single turn. Okay. Pursuit should not kill me. Should not KO me. And I am 100% forced to switch. Okay. His Pursuit doesn't do that much damage, which is great. I bring in my Alomomola. He probably doubles out into something. So, who does he double out into? Manaphy? Gonna double out into Druddigon myself. He does bring in Manaphy, take some more Stealth Rock damage. I bring in my Druddigon for free. It's really nice that he doesn't have Stealth Rock set up or anything. And I don't want him to set up anything, so I'm just gonna go for the Dragon Tail. If he substitutes, that would be best case scenario. He might try to Scald me, but I am Assault Vest, and hopefully he will not get a burn this time. He's already gotten a decent amount of luck with the first burn and then the miss on the Tangrowth, so hopefully another burn is not going to come into play. We've only seen Rain Dance from that Manaphy. Aerodactyl is not really scary, and the thing is, next time Latios comes in, it's gonna be a lot of mind games between Thunderbolt, Shadow Ball, and Draco Meteor. Switches in Tangrowth, that's fine. I get to Dragon Tail something that actually deals a decent amount of damage, and Manaphy comes back in. So he might try to damage me once more, but I think using Dragon Tail is perfectly fine. He doesn't get the burn, I get some more damage onto Manaphy, and now Garchomp is here. Okay. So Garchomp can also be an issue, and there's two things he can do here. He can either set up Stealth Rocks, he can set up a Swords Dance, which he did bring as Swords Dance sets last time around. But I think Alomomola is still an okay switch here. I really think it's an okay switch. He might have Dragon Claw. He might predict me to predict the Swords Dance. No, he does go for the Swords Dance. Damn it. Damn. Okay. So, does he go for another Swords Dance? That's the question here. Does he go for another Swords Dance? Does he get greedy? He knows he cannot beat my Alomomola. He knows he cannot beat my Alomomola. Oh, I should have used Dragon Tail. He's probably going to have a Lumberry as well. I'm gonna switch into Latios. This is really risky. Okay, he went for the other Swords Dance. Okay. I think I have to trade my Latios here. I mean, I think he's definitely going to switch into Metagross. Well, there's Mind Games, definitely. I would think he wants to conserve the Garchomp, but he's predicted me at every turn. Do I play safe or do I risk it? Shadow Ball will do decent damage. Oh, I really want to click Shadow Ball. I really want to click Shadow Ball. I'm gonna click Shadow Ball. Okay, he switches. Perfect. Okay, he goes into Tangrowth. That's perfectly fine. I wish he had gone into Metagross, that's for sure, but this is fine by me. Now he can go for an Infestation. So I definitely don't want to switch in my Scizor. I still don't know if he has a Grass type move. But I can bring in the Umbreon, I would say, pretty safely. He might double out into something. But yeah, I have to be really careful with that Garchomp. Okay, he goes for the Infestation. That's, I don't know, expected, I guess. I'm going to Wish to play it safe. Nothing on his team really threatens Umbreon. A Swords Dance Garchomp does threaten me, but I have ways to, I guess, revenge kill that. I have priority with Scizor, I have Latios who is faster, I have Landorus who is faster, I have Alomomola to deal some damage, I guess. Oh boy. Okay. So I'm actually going to check my Drodigan. Can it take at that range? Can it take a Dragon Claw? Nope. Definitely not. So what does he switch in here now? I genuinely don't know what he switches in. I don't think the Infestation strategy has been too effective for him, and we are now going into a 25-minute game and we still have not KO'd any Pokemon yet, which is pretty weird, honestly. Pretty weird. He's taking his sweet time though. Definitely taking his sweet time. Now, yeah, Umbreon, I have to keep healthy. He brings in Poliwrath, which is fine. I mean, I'm no longer trapped by Infestation. So, I'm just gonna check, because how much does the Circle Throw do to my Umbreon? Because he's probably not too invested. It'll deal 30%. So, do I protect? Or maybe he goes for a Scald? He's not gonna go for Scald. I don't think he's gonna go for Scald. I think he's gonna go for a Circle Throw. In case he doubles out, I'm gonna go into my Latios so that Latios gets the Wish and it can survive another Pursuit. Oh boy, this is really... Like, it's clear that that this is the final and neither of us want to make a mistake. It's really, really clear to me. He does go for the circle throw, so my Latios gets some damage dealt to it. Now, my Scissor will probably be faster. So I can take this opportunity to Mega Evolve. Yeah, I think clicking U-turn is pretty safe here. Poliwrath doesn't really scare me. He might go for another Scald right now, so I'm gonna bring in my Umbreon. Oh no, he went for a Circle Throw, wow. Okay, so Landorus now comes in. Oh boy, this is a really tough battle, that's for sure. I'm gonna click U-turn. I don't want to get hit by Scald. I think Landorus could be really important for the late game. Knockoff could be really important. Earthquake could be really important, and the Choice Scarf advantage could definitely be really important. He actually decides to stay in, so I'm gonna bring in my Alomomola. He goes for a Scald this time. Doesn't get the burn this time around. So my play here is 100% Toxic. I could click Wish though. He doesn't want to bring in Tangrowth, I guess. So no, yeah, I definitely have to click Wish, or Toxic rather. I'm gonna click Toxic. I have to worry about my Umbreon. I definitely have to worry about my Umbreon. I need to get it back to full health. And I mean, his only switch into the Toxic is Metagross. Please connect. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So Tangrowth is now Toxic. Tangrowth is now Toxic. I'm going to Protect to see what he goes for. But that Toxic is huge because that means he can no longer like stay a long time against my Pokemon. He does go for the Infestation. So, would he go for a Knockoff this time around? Would he go for a Knockoff this time around? I think I still have to go out into Umbreon though. I hope he goes for a Knockoff. Nope, he goes for the Infestation. So he's taking a lot of damage. I'm going to Wish, and then I can Protect next turn. He might try and bring in, yeah, something like Garchomp. Okay. I'm going to click Foul Play here. Or, I mean, is he going to set up a Sword Stance? I'm going to click Foul Play. Please set up a Sword Stance. Please set up a Sword Stance. Predicting the Protect. Please set up a Sword Stance. Please, Rennie. This is a really risky move on my end. It's 100% a really risky move, but you gotta risk it to win, honestly. I mean, what could I generally switch in that could scare this guy out? Oh, he went for, damn it! He's read me every single freaking time. I should have protected. Oh. Oh. Damn it. That was a mistake on my end. Oh. This is really frustrating. Every time, every decision, he gets it right. Oh. Every decision, he gets it right. Why? Damn it. Oh. Now his Tangrowth is a big issue. Now his Tangrowth is definitely a really big issue. Okay, what do I go for now? Maybe Knockoff. Okay, he's at -1. I don't think he will want to stay in. His Garchomp is doing a lot of work for him. Man, I can't believe I lost Umbreon. Should have oh, it's really... Or I could have gone out into Latios, but there were so many variables right there. There were so many variables. I mean, he could have gone for a Dragon Claw. He could have gone for an Earthquake. He could have gone for a Swords Dance. Oh. Okay. I need to really, really focus. This is a really long battle, I know, guys. My knockoff doesn't even do too much. Okay, I'm going to play it safe and U-turn. Okay, he does switch out. He brings in Aerodactyl. So I get some really decent damage on him from that. I'm going to bring in Scissor this time around. I can freely click U-turn, I think. Or rather, Bullet Punch. I definitely think I can click Bullet Punch. He could predict me and go... I mean, he can go into Metagross, but I won't be too threatened by that. He could go back out into Garchomp. But once Aerodactyl goes down... Okay, he does stay in. Perfect. Finally I make a good read. He does stay in. So that probably eliminates Stealth Rocks from his side of the field. Or rather, from my side of the field. And he doesn't have a defog user anymore. He brings in the Poliwrath. Okay, so he can Circle Throw, he can Scald. I can actually knock off here to void him of his recovery. He's obviously going to go for a Scald. But that's not a big issue, really. It's not a big issue. As long as he doesn't burn me, though. If he burns me, yeah, any burn now, it's going to hurt me a lot. I'm going to click knockoff. I want his leftovers gone. He did go for his call. Please don't burn me. Okay, he doesn't burn me. So, now what? Going to click U-turn. And I'm going to go out into my Alomomola. That's the only Pokemon I can afford to get burnt. But this Poliwrath is now a huge problem for me. It's not getting any more recovery, that's for sure. Cannot risk any of my other Pokemon to get burnt. So I could bring in Latios here. I definitely could bring in Latios. How much would my Shadow Ball do? See, what I need now is to go on the offensive. I need to weaken everything for it to be in Choice Scarf Landorus range. So, I think that's my end game here. I need to weaken things so much that... Okay, Skull doesn't do too much, Circle Throw doesn't either, and my Shadow Ball is not a KO though. It's not a KO. So, could bring in a Alomomola, definitely. And then double out, I guess. Hopefully he goes for a Circle Throw, but I don't think he will. No, he keeps clicking Scald. No more burns though, which is great. Okay, now, what do I do here? Does he go out into Tangrowth? I'm going to go out into my Latios. I think he's going to switch out his Poliwrath. I really think he's going to switch out. Okay, he does go out into Tangrowth, which is great. And he's at 57% health. So, once again, the decisions. I can click Draco Meteor and get rid of Tangrowth. I can click Shadow Ball expecting the Metagross. It's a 50-50 call. Once again. It's a 50-50 call. If I stay in, he goes for a knockoff, right? Or an infestation. So, this is difficult. This is difficult. I mean, I could double out into my Druddigon. Or is it worth it? Or do I make the prediction? Do I click Shadow Ball here? Or do I click Draco Meteor? If I click Draco Meteor and I connect, Tangrowth is gone. If I click Shadow Ball, Metagross is no longer an issue. But Metagross is not an issue. And Latios also is good against his guard jump. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to double out once again onto the Druddigon. He stayed in. He stayed in. Okay, my Assault Vest is now gone. My Assault Vest is now gone. If I had clicked Draco Meteor. Tangrowth is still an issue though, don't get me wrong. Tangrowth is still a really big issue. Now, what do I go for here? Do I go for the Dragon Tail? I think that is the right play. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the Dragon Tail. Oh man, this is... Okay, actually, let me check first. How much damage will I do to an Assault Vest Tangrowth? Shadow Claw does very little. Dragon Tail is definitely my best option. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the Dragon Tail. Man, this is really, really difficult. But Tangrowth is a very dangerous Pokemon for us. He goes for a Leaf Storm, he doesn't KO, he just weakens my Druddigon. I actually heal him, potentially. Now, Metagross comes in, which we know is Assault Vested. I do have the Sucker Punch, but Sucker Punch will only deal 40%. I'm still gonna click Sucker Punch though. Okay, he doubles out into Tangrowth, so... Okay, he finally revealed the Leaf Storm though. Finally revealed the Leaf Storm. If I go for a Dragon Tail now, Tangrowth. If I click Sucker Punch, I will not KO Tangrowth, but it will go down. I'm gonna go for the Sucker Punch. I think my main priority right now is to get Tangrowth really weakened. This has been 42 turns. Okay, Tangrowth is going down for sure. And he didn't even get the KO on the Scissor. So wow, Druddigon. This is the only battle in the league that I've brought Druddigon to. But it's honestly putting in the work. It's really putting in the work. Now, he can click Scald, he can click Circle Throw, but as long as he doesn't heal himself, I'm perfectly fine with that. He does go for the rest though. So I'm gonna deal some damage. He has 2 turns left of that, and Manaphy comes in. So with the Dragon Tail, I pretty much guarantee that he cannot set up. I also have Sucker Punch, and this is probably a bulky Manaphy, right? This is probably a bulky Manaphy, so even Scald is not going to KO. I'm just gonna click Dragon Tail. Yeah, Scald doesn't get the KO. He does get the burn though, unfortunately. But I get some more damage there. Druddigon goes down. Oh, this is really close, guys. This is a really, really close battle. Okay. What do I have that threatens the Poliwrath? My Latios. My Latios threatens the Poliwrath, right? And I can lock myself into Shadow Ball, I think. Shadow Ball should be a 2-hit KO onto this Poliwrath. Latios. Oh man, Shadow Ball does a 36% minimum. So yeah, it should be a 2-hit KO. Manaphy cannot come in. Garchomp. Garchomp will also be a 2-hit KO, I think, after the Stealth Rock damage he has taken. And Manaphy is really weakened. So I'm gonna lock myself into Shadow Ball. Definitely gonna lock myself into Shadow Ball. Poliwrath, I think, is the biggest issue for me right now, stopping Landorus from sweeping. And it's really nice that I have priority in Scizor, Landorus, and or rather that Latios is faster than everything on his team. That's a guarantee. Manaphy is no longer a threat because of the HP it's at currently. He has no reliable way to heal himself. So, man, this is a really close battle, guys. This is a really, really close battle. Definitely a worthy game for the finals. I don't think anyone can argue otherwise. He decides to bring in the Garchomp. So, he sees I'm locked into Shadow Ball. Maybe he predicted the Thunderbolt. I can safely click Shadow Ball once again. His max speed is 333. My current speed is 334. We have seen him switch moves. So Latios takes down Garchomp, guys. Okay. Latios takes down Garchomp. It's now 4 against 3. His Poliwrath has also 2 guaranteed turns of sleep. So he brings in Metagross. Now, there's no point in switching out. My Latios will definitely go down. He 100% clicks Pursuit. Even a Bullet Punch doesn't have a chance to, or rather it has a chance, but not a good one to KO my Latios at the HP it's currently at. It has 89 HP. Actually, yeah, he does have a pretty good chance. Does he go for the Bullet Punch? Okay, he doesn't go for the Bullet Punch. He does go for the Pursuit. That is perfectly fine. Comes down to my Landorus, I think. My Choice Scarf Landorus at this range. So, my Landorus against his Poliwrath. That's what it comes down to. An Earthquake should be enough. And how much will I deal to a Manaphy? Yeah, after Stealth Rock, I think Landorus sweeps here, guys. I think Landorus sweeps here. We also know Metagross is not Choice Scarfed. We know none of his Pokemon are Choice Scarfed. So yeah, I'm gonna go out into Landorus. Definitely gonna go out into Landorus, and I lock myself into Earthquake. And I think that should seal the win for us. I think. If Manaphy is under 50%, right? Manaphy is under 50%. Poliwrath is at 70 something. It will take some Stealth Rock damage. His only saving grace, I think, would be to survive the hit, use Sleep Talk, get Scald, and burn me. That would be the absolutely only way he beats me. That would be the only way he beats me. Okay, I'm locked into Earthquake. Metagross is down. And I forgot to remove my Latios. Man, this is really freaking close, guys. This is really freaking close. The odds of him getting Scald with Sleep Talk are 1 in 3, right? So 33%. And then Scald burning me is 30%. So he has I would say a 10% chance, a little over 10% to win this match. I think he has a little over 10% to win this match. That's the only thing that stops us from winning. The only thing that stops us from winning. The Scald Burn. And Poliwrath has 2 turns of guaranteed sleep. Oh man. I am so nervous. I mean, this is Pokemon, and you saw how the first couple of turns went. Bad things can happen. Bad things can definitely happen here. 10% guys. 10% chance or 90% chance that we are the TCL champions. 90% chance that the Blackthorn Nidoqueens are the champions. 40% damage, fast asleep, sleep talk, rest. Perfect. That's the game. That is absolutely the game. Landorus is going to KO Poliwrath, or if he decides to switch in Manaphy, will KO Manaphy. That is the game. That is the game. Really good game, Rennie. I wanted to use this new layout to introduce the Chelseadras to everyone who watches the series. He does switch out for whatever reason, so Manaphy goes down, and all we have to do is Earthquake for the win, and your Blackthorn Nidoqueens are the champions, the TCL champions. Yeah. He types GG with quotation marks, so last time I beat him, he didn't take it well. I'm guessing he didn't take it well either this time. I don't think, well, whatever, man, good game. You have your perception, I have my perception. Good game is all I can say. The Blackthorn Nidoqueens are the champions, and guys, the Chelseadras are coming back for the off-season of the TCL for Season 3, and hopefully moving on to bigger leagues. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you to everyone who's been involved with the TCL. Thank you to all my opponents. Thank you to Crazy Calling Pro for organizing, for getting this really awesome group together. And I don't know, this was a really awesome tournament. I'm really happy I won. And yeah, that's it for us today. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you guys in the off season, which begins at the end of April, I believe, somewhere like that. I will keep you guys updated on the dates, and the Chelseadras are here to win more tournaments, more championships. I'm really happy. We dominated during the regular seasons. We ended up with the best record and the best differential, and I believe we played really well both in the top 4 and the top 2. Thank you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and I will be seeing you very soon with more Chelseadra action. Thank you guys, and bye.